Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shay. I'm an online reseller on Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari. This is my husband Tyler.
Yes, I work a very boring job. That's not reselling.
Yes, but he helps me a lot with this business. So I like to have him here in the videos to give you input from somebody who is not doing it 24/7.
Well, I would say I do it almost half.
You do it, yeah. You do
Almost
it like,
half.
what, so 12/7? I don't know. Anyways, so if you guys enjoy reseller content, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, give this video a thumbs up, comment down below letting me know that if you'd like this type of video and you'd like to see more of it. Really helps me out here on YouTube. Anyways, ready to get into this?
Yes, drama.
Drama. So I don't want to become the reseller drama channel. However, back a few videos ago, I had said to you guys some options for online sourcing. And I will never give you guys an option for anything unless I'm going to do it myself. So one of the options I had put in the online sourcing video was to buy reseller mystery boxes. So yes. Now, I've done a few of them, and some of them have been fine. I actually had one that was really good. And yeah, for the most part, it's been okay. But there has been a little bit of a snafu. Is that strong enough?
Yeah, things went foobar.
Yes. So basically what I want this video to be is a way for you guys to kind of determine if you think that the mystery box you're getting is accurate. What I learned is wording in their listing is super important. Now I wish that I had all of the screenshots because this particular person wasn't great to deal with. Now if you saw the title of this video, you're wondering if I'm going to give you the person's name, and that answer is no. I am not going to release her name. However, if you are seeing a listing that looks similar to what I'm going to show you, we will show you screenshots with the name, blocked out. Please reach out to me and I will let you know one-on-one. I just don't want to kind of release it to the world.
Right, that's kind of unfair and mean-spirited.
Yes. So, to start with, I want to go into the listing that I saw and why I wanted to buy it and why I should have realized it wasn't a good idea to purchase. So the first thing is the title. The title had said high-end mystery box. Now, for most people that are resellers, you know that high-end can mean literally anything. I mean, I know when I go buy things on Facebook Marketplace, somebody will tell me they have designer brands and it comes out to be like Lofted and Taylor. So everybody has a different description of high-end. But right. I thought, you know what, this looks good. So I'm going to click on this because that's what I'm looking for is high-end. The price was $35. Now, that could have been a clue, I guess, but I have a really great mystery box that I received for $30 and I got mostly Gal Meets Glam. So price isn't always an indicator.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the person. And some people are less attached to their older inventory and just want to get rid of it.
Right, and there's thrift groups for that and things like that. So, I don't know. So this says, the brands could include Free People, Show Me Your Moo, Lovers and Friends, Alice and Olivia, Revolve Brands, Reformation, Black Halo, Lululemon, Anthropologie, Max Mara, Vineyard Vines, Lily Pulitzer, Vintage, and more. So, reading that, I thought to myself, I don't have a problem with any of the brands listed.
Yeah.
Right?
We just didn't get any of those brands.
No. But
which was kind of the point.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually.
But I read it thinking, okay, I don't have a problem with any of them. And she said and more, but I figured they must be in line with what she was listing. There must probably other similar things to that I'm fine with. So, yeah. Okay. From there it said you will get anywhere from 5 to 7 items. Now, how many items did we get? 5. Yes, we did. We got 5. Which is fine if they were what we thought they were going to be. All can be resold for 20 to 40 and up.
Yeah.
So I think this is what actually won me the case here.
Yes.
So they said all items can be sold for 20 to 40 and up. So in my mind, I was doing the math out and figuring, okay, if I were to pay $35 plus $7.11 shipping, that's getting me into the $43 range, $42 range. So if I can sell everything, 5 items at $20, then that gets me to $100, right?
Yeah.
Am I doing my math right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not a huge profit, but it's a profit, and at the time, we were in isolation, we couldn't go anywhere, so you know what? I'm going to take that $100. That's what I'm going to do. All items are in good condition.
Yeah, no.
Yes. Now, she follows up by saying, some may have the occasional stain, snag, or minor wear. So in my thought process was, okay, so that means that it could be, something I have to clean up with a magic eraser. Maybe there's a hole that my husband will have to stitch up for me.
A smudge you have to eraser out of shoes, or just anything,
Right.
general tender TLC. Just
Right,
like
because I often will
general
say
maintenance.
an item is in good condition, but has, a minor smudge, or good in condition, but, has a little bit of a pinhole that you wouldn't notice, but the staple from Salvation Army was in the tag, and, it is what it is. So that's what I was thinking, good condition, but there's a tiny little thing. Doesn't affect the integrity of the item, but you should know about it. That's what I thought. And then the rest, it just says items of various sizes for resale purposes include shirts, bikinis, shoes, skirts, pants, tops, dresses, and more.
Yeah.
Okay, so by reading that, I thought to myself, okay, I'm okay with this. It sounds like everything's good. Now, I will say, I wish I took a screenshot, but I did reach out to the seller prior to purchasing, basically letting them know I'm nervous about purchasing a mystery box without seeing anything. I'm short on funds right now, and we're, in lockdown, so we can't source, but I really want to. Just kind of trying to see how the seller is going to react. Are they going to be a nice person, and will I feel more comfortable, or are they going to be kind of standoffish, and then I won't feel so comfortable? They were super sweet, sent me an offer. I think they gave me like discounted shipping or something, I don't remember, and was very nice to me. So I'm like, okay, this is gonna be a legit person. And then we received our box.
Yeah.
So how about you tell them how you feel about that from a non-reseller perspective?
So, I mean, admittedly, I don't do nearly the amount of research that my wife does on what brands to pick up. I have a handle on Anthropology, Free People, for the most part. The high-end designers out.
And you can feel it when something is good.
Right. So I have I would say probably a better than most familiarity.
Yeah.
Didn't recognize a single one except for White House Black Market, and
Then that was the only one.
that was the only
no, and Maggie London.
Oh, yes. But other than that, it was all brands that I had never seen or never heard of.
In fairness, neither had I. So, basically, we received 5 items. There was White House Black Market, there was Maggie London, there was Paperboy, there was Bumper, and there was one other one, but I don't remember. That's how important they were. Oh, Adrian Vinatelli.
Yes.
So, the brands I would say, in my opinion, would be not even mid-range, probably mall brands would be the best way to describe them. Mall brands. They're not bad by any means, and if you resell those, that's great, and I do resell some of them. However, at the price point that I was at, that was going to be really difficult to do. So before I even saw the flaws, I was a little disappointed because I felt like, okay, a lot of these items in my closet would likely sell for between $10 to $15 if I'm lucky, in good condition. The ones that we didn't recognize, like Bumper, for example, $10 seemed to be pretty common across the board. The Paperboy shorts wasn't even getting to $10 really. The Adrian Vinatelli did kind of push towards the 20 range, but even then, meh.
On the high end,
Yeah,
$20.
the Maggie London was the closest, but I have had horrible luck with Maggie London. But if that was the only issue, was that it was a Maggie London dress, I would have been fine because, it's not the seller's fault that I don't have good luck with the brand.
No.
For sure. However, there was also flaws.
Yeah, so the shoes, the Bumper shoes
Which
had,
we'll show a picture of because we do have that.
yes, they had inserted a pad into it to cushion wearing high heels, and it was glued down, and peeling it up to look at the brand, it was ripped.
Yeah.
So you couldn't even read the brand. It was
completely ripped, and just to clarify, we didn't pull up the thing on its own. We didn't rip off the glue. It was loose. It was coming up. So I mean, it would have had to be glued down if you're going to send it that way. Now, me personally, I would never sell shoes with pads in if I can avoid it. Just because, I mean, not all buyers want that, so they're going to have to destroy their shoe to take it out, which just seems counterintuitive. Then the Paperboy shorts had a stain.
quite a few.
Yeah, quite a few stains. Now, those probably could have come out, but it was white and blue, so it would have been really difficult, and it was one of those, I mean, if push came to shove, but obviously the shoes already couldn't be fixed unless I had another shoe that I replaced the fabric. I don't even know.
No, those were beyond repair because the label had been ripped out basically by the pad.
Right.
So.
The Adrian Vinatelli dress had quite a few
Oh,
dark stains.
Yeah.
We have a picture of that as well.
It was a lost cause.
Yeah, so it was a beautiful dress, honestly, but it wasn't one of the more popular dresses. So if you're thinking of that designer, you may think, oh, they sell really good. That's generally her bridal dresses, her white dresses, things like that. This particular dress, while it's cute, in good condition, I wouldn't see it selling for more than 20 to 25, and that's like if it was in great condition.
Yeah.
This had stains on it that genuinely, given the material and everything, I don't even think would come out, and if it did, it would still show something. So I mean, I'd be lucky to get like 10, 15 bucks for it. So there was that. The Maggie London dress, from everything we saw, seemed okay.
Yeah.
It seemed fine. And then the White House Black Market sweater had snags pretty much all over it. It was one of those like looser knit sweaters. Now he could have gone through and tried to pull them back in. It would have had to be noted because
I have done that with
St. John, basically.
Well, I have done that with other things with success in a lot of them, but
that's usually one or two
tedious.
snags.
It's really miserable to do.
Yeah, and it's not worth it when White House Black Market, I'm lucky to get $15, and that's for like a new with tags. So it's kind of, and I'm not saying anything against White House Black Market. I do sell it from time to time,
but you just don't have luck with it either.
Yeah, and not for that price. So anyways, at first, what I decided to do was just reach out to the seller. My first thought was, you know what? I bought a mystery box. That's on me. I would like to reach out to her, however, to let her know that her listing was misleading so that she doesn't mislead other people. That was really my thought, and I thought I came across as decent. I didn't think I was rude. So what I said was, I just wanted to let you know I got the mystery box today and I'm disappointed. The description gives anticipation to get some really great brands, but what I received are things I would never pick up. Plus, a pair of shoes that don't sell well in great condition, that are damaged from inserts. I'm not sure right now what I'm going to do, as I do understand mysteries are a gamble, but you might consider updating the description so people know what to expect. Now, I was upset, and I know that comes across.
Yeah.
But I was kind of in the, what do I do here? I don't want to cause a case, because I do know that affects the algorithm, that hurts sellers, but I don't know what to do. Anyways, her response was, and I'm going to be putting this on the screen so you guys can see, was...
Over my face.
Yeah. The brands sent were brands and styles that I personally loved and would have been excited to receive myself. Everyone has different opinions, and I'm sorry you didn't like the items, but there are brands that I think a good profit could be made on. The description states brands that I have sent to people and can be sent in mystery boxes before. So you had a thought on that, right? You had said to me something about we're not doing a description for past mystery boxes, we're doing them for current.
Well, yeah, it's not what other people are getting. It's you're trying to do a fair representation of what you're sending to the new people.
Right, exactly.
Like that's just
right.
Common courtesy.
If you're, in my opinion, if you're going to sell a mystery box, update it for the mystery box you're going to sell. Now, if you're doing a multiple listing mystery box, try to keep them all in the same kind of category. Like if it's all going to be Lily Pulitzer type brands, keep that all in one. If it's all going to be mall brands, keep that in one. You know, so people have expectations that are reasonable. She then followed it up with, I sell multiple boxes a week, and sometimes I have specific brands to send, and sometimes I don't. Also, the description states that some of the items may be damaged, have rips, or even stains. This is a reflection of the price of the box as well as offers sent. So to me, that made it sound like I covered myself by saying that there was a potential for rips, stains, and flaws. So that's too bad on you. And also, I send whatever brand I have at the time.
Yeah.
So, oh well, too bad for you. So at that point...
That was basically a come at me, bro, kind of.
Right.
What are you going to do?
Yeah, so at that point, I did comment back. I only have half of it, so I don't want to, like, say half of it. But it'll be on the screen, so if you want to read it. But then I decided to open a case.
Yeah.
I talked to a PFF of mine who kind of encouraged me, saying, you know what, no, this person's going to keep doing this if you don't say something. So I opened a case with the full expectation that I would lose. It was mostly you can't do this to people, and you should be at least a little bit nicer when someone reaches out to you, rather than kind of basically saying too bad for you. So I did. Now, I don't have everything. I will say...
This girl went off. Like,
yeah.
somebody might need to seek some therapy.
Yeah, so I only have her first two comments, but I want to note that I think there's a few reasons that she lost this case. One is because of the wording that we've talked about. But two, I think it's because I stopped responding. She sent probably, what would we say, like 10 comments back?
Probably 10 to 15. Like, there was a lot of just keep going and going and going.
Yeah, so, and she got more and more aggressive as she went. And I think that if you're a seller and you're in a case, one thing to be really careful about is never address the buyer, first of all, which is what she did the entire time. And also make sure you're sticking to facts and not emotion. You could tell that she was getting very upset and very defensive throughout this whole process. And I think that ultimately lost her the case, along with, the fact that her listing was misleading. But I just want to note that I only have 2, but they got much worse. And I wish I took photos of all of them, but I had decided at one point to kind of separate myself from the case because it was taking too much emotional energy. So her first responses was, first of all, her words, as always, mystery boxes are no guarantee with what you will receive. I stated in the description that items may be damaged, and there is no guarantee with what brands a person will receive, which the buyer themselves just stated as well, because I mentioned that when I opened the case. Also, suggested prices that placed in the description were a matter of opinion as well. I stated that they could, capital letters, be sold for those amounts. Then she followed up saying, the description clearly states that I cannot guarantee brands, which I have already explained to the buyer when she contacted me as well. Not everyone can get what they want all of the time. I have sold multiple mystery boxes which people have loved, and I have included many good brands. I sent items in this box that I would have loved to receive. How do you feel about that?
Well, it's the whole I could be sold for that. That's like I could play for the New England Patriots. Of theoretically possible, but no.
Right.
Stop it. It's
It's very much I said that, but that's not what I meant. I meant that you could do that. You could go to Salvation Army right now and buy a Birkin. You could. I didn't say you were going to, so when you went, why were you disappointed? You could.
Yeah, you could put a price on it for $20 to $40. It will sit there forever and never sell.
Or someone could come along that has no idea what they're purchasing and buy it. So I mean, wait for that. I hope it works for you.
Yeah.
It was a very combative attitude, and I kind of stuck to, I sent pictures of her listing, I sent pictures of the items, and I sent pictures of one of her responses to me because I felt she was very combative. And I basically just said to Poshmark, hey, this is what happened. I felt very misled. I felt like they worded things perfectly to make sure that they could cover themselves for sending whatever they wanted, and I don't think that should be allowed. And I did try to reach out to them outside of this. However, they weren't willing to work with me or talk to me. So,
You reached out before and after. You asked them several questions beforehand.
Yes, I did. So I basically am making this video to kind of say to you guys, be careful when you're reading these mystery box listings. Apparently, sellers are very savvy to make sure that they include all the correct words. I will also note, which I don't think you know, but since this has happened, Poshmark has updated their guidelines for mystery boxes, and they've made it a lot more difficult for sellers to do something like this. I haven't seen that it's gotten better, but I do want to note that Poshmark has done that. Poshmark has said that you must state the brands that you're going to include, you must state the exact number of items, and you must state all flaws. Now, people have been very upset about this, saying that's not a mystery, we want it to be mystery. So I don't know how it's going to work. It's very new. I don't know how that's going to pan out, but after a situation like this, I definitely am happy that that's the case, and I hope that Poshmark sticks to that and honors that in cases. But if not, please make sure you pay attention to these small details, and if you come in contact with a buyer like this or seller like this, I'm sorry, I'm the buyer. If you come across a seller like this, make sure that you don't engage and you kind of stay a little bit separated, because maybe Poshmark will side with you and surprise you and make your entire day, because let me tell you, it made my day.
Oh yeah, we enjoyed packing up the items and sending them back in a petty and spiteful fashion.
We did. I feel guilty. I don't feel guilty about it. No, I don't.
No,
I don't.
We are both the type of people that will go out of our way to be spiteful to someone that deserves it. I think that's just good karma, really. Like, you throw negative energy into the world, you get negative energy back. That's just...
Yes. So anyways, I hope you guys don't take this as super negative and petty. I really am doing it to help you guys identify this type of thing, and also to kind of share a funny story and karma that got to somebody.
I mean, always buyer beware.
Yes.
Caveat emptor, but...
Yeah, and since I had recommended it to you guys, I did feel like it was my obligation to come back here and let you know an experience that I had. So... anyways, if you like this type of video, please make sure you let me know in the comments down below. I do have other really funny stories that I would love to share with you guys of, not the same, but similar type circumstances. But I need to know that you guys like it. So make sure you give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all those fun things. And I will be back very soon with a new video.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you for watching.